with International Master Lawrence Trent, the fourth best commentator in the world. Except when he's doing millionaire chess, in which case you jump back to the top
I think
three.
even fourth is being very, very nice, Maurice. But thank you very much for the introduction. Thank you for the introduction, Jen. That was very nice.
Good friends, Lawrence.
Yeah.
So you are now a retired chess player. We know those words. You know, the word retired very rarely refers to chess players, since we can always unretire at any moment. But now you're the manager of Fabiano Caruana. It must be a real interesting ride being a part of the Fabi team.
Yeah.
Tell us what it's like now, instead of being a player, being a manager.
Well, firstly, I'd just like to clarify my retired state. Normally when people retire, they've actually achieved something in chess. I, on the other hand, it's a bit grand of me to say I've retired. No, I'm just taking I'm going to love chess forever, but obviously I'm not the level of these guys, so it didn't really make much sense to continue in that sense. So what I've decided to do is, well, help Fabiano a bit off the board, strictly speaking. And I want to make that absolutely clear. Everybody who thinks, oh, he's helping him with his opening preparation. Have you seen how I play chess? I don't want to jeopardize this guy's career that much, So I stay as far away from the chessboard, let the pros do that, and I take care of the other things that he needs help with, basically.
Must be interesting, though, being that close to greatness on a regular basis, on a daily basis. This young man is just one of the stars of chess, the third highest rated player of all time.
Well, I mean, it's very rare, you get the opportunity to do this, but also to be with somebody, it's special for me because I'm a chess player. And, you get people who work in this kind of role as manager or agent, but they don't really understand the sport, or they've got, they're not really linked to the sport. But I've been a chess player for all my life. So to be able to actually work with somebody who I truly believe has got the goods to get right to the top. Obviously, this tournament hasn't started so well. Yesterday was a very disappointing day, especially. I don't think we can have any complaints about round one, but yesterday against Magnus was disappointing. But I think it just goes to show, that he's very capable of beating Magnus. Showed it in Norway, showed it on various other occasions, and with a bit more development and a bit more sort of tweaking, he's going to get there. I truly believe that. I really believe he'll become world champion.
So what happens when he loses a bad game? Do you take out the baseball bat, or in your case, the cricket bat?
Yeah, no, I've just got a very nicely developed whip. That is, it's not as hard as a baseball bat, but it's a bit harder than a slipper. And we use that. No, I mean, look, the good news is I know exactly how it feels losing a chess game. And it's really, as many people will attest to, it's a horrible feeling. And so I can understand, you have to be able to balance it, but also you have to be able to give constructive criticism and be honest. And I think that's what Fabiano needs. But he also needs to know that he's darn good. And, with a bit more sort of tweaking of the machine, he's already a well-oiled Lamborghini. He just needs a bit more, sometimes, and he's going to get there. So, yeah, you have to be reasonable. And I'm not an old school Russian sort of mentor. I'm not getting out, as you said, the baseball bat or...
You don't have him doing push-ups after the game?
Well, we do have him doing push-ups, actually. That's exactly what we do.
Really?
Well, yesterday after the game, it was very tense. So I said, let's just go down the gym. I mean, you wouldn't believe, Fabiano's an extremely strong young man. He is going there, he's lifting almost his body weight. Nobody really sees it because he's got the blazer on, the shirt on, but
he's ripped.
He's in top shape.
Yeah,
and
invite me down to the gym.
We should. We will.
Yeah,
but I don't want to compete with you. It's Have you seen this guy? Guys, have you? I mean, it's outrageous. He's. Anyway.
So let's get back to the chest.
Yeah.
And not the chest.
Not the chest.
The position on the board now, he looks very comfortable. It looks like he surprised Nakamura in this opening. It looks like he's got a good game.
Well, I think Fabiano was probably expecting this today. I don't know. As I said, I'm not involved in the preparation side of things, but judging by the position right now, he's got enough pressure. He's winning the pawn back on d5. He's got pressure on b2. I don't see him having any particular issues. He's a bit down on the clock, but nothing dramatic either, so can't complain. And I think
you sound like a commentator, dude.
I should try it one day. I just think the important thing today is that he gets off the mark. As he said, I don't think he ever started a tournament in his professional career with 2 losses, which I found amazing, but it may very well be true. So it's important just to get something on the board, and then you can build from that. So.
Tell me, you're working as a manager now. There's some opportunities you're finding for him. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing, because chess players, normally, we don't think of chess players as getting endorsements, sneaker contracts, all that. What are you doing that is changing the mold of how professional chess is being viewed and sponsorship for chess players is being viewed today?
Well, I think it's very clear to me that this has been something that has been largely untapped in the chess market, and I think it's been an issue of the approach. And I think if you take a professional approach, opportunities will come. So we're delighted to say that we're partnering with the Liberty Science Centre. That's as well as the St. Louis Chess Club for the moment. So that's official, and that's very welcome support. And personally, I'd like to thank Paul Hoffman, who's going to be coming. He's the CEO of the Liberty Science Centre based in New Jersey, who very much believe in the same things we do. There's a great synergy between what they're trying to promote and what Fabiano represents. So he's just a perfect fit for them, and they're a perfect fit for us, and we'll be doing some great events with them. And I do believe that there are opportunities out there, but it's about the approach, and it's about targeting the right people, and it's about doing things the way they should be done. And I think that's something that's lacked in the chess world, unfortunately. And Magnus as well has shown this. I mean, Magnus has got a portfolio of sponsors. Of course, he's the world champion. And he's a darling of his country in Norway, which helps. But that aside, you can find these opportunities. You just got to do it properly.
Excellent. Wish you the best with that. Let me ask you one question that's near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
We've talked about this. How are you going to be a commentator at Millionaire and be objective as you watch Fabiano also play in the Millionaire Chess Open? It's got to, just being a manager is going to be one thing. How do you plan to blend that?
Yeah, that's something I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to have to be honest and professional. If he's in a bad position, he's in a bad position, and I'm going to have to say it how it is. And if he's winning, I'll be shouting from the rooftops, and going crazy. So I'll be biased in that sense, but no. What can I do? It is what it is. I'll have to just control my emotions to as much as I possibly can. And if he's on the verge of winning it, then I'll be getting my nice jacket ready for a night out on the town. Because he's got a great chance of winning it, of course, but Hikaru's there, Wesley's there, amongst various others, and 2 games a day, anything can happen. So I'm not getting my hopes up or anything like that. I'm looking forward to commentating. I'm looking forward to working with you, Maurice, and the amazing tournament that you are.
We'll have fun again, for sure.
I can't wait to be there. And it's the sort of thing as well that is very much part of the same vision. What you're doing, what the guys here are doing. I mean, the amazing professional setup you have here. It's my first time here. I just want to commend everybody.
We didn't by the way, we didn't do anything. We just show up. It's Spectrum Studios.
No, but I mean, I'm taken aback. A big thank you to everybody here, the staff, and also to the Sinquefields who I've had the pleasure of meeting, and what they've done to I just couldn't believe it when I walked in. Actually, I just feel like this is the way it has to be. It has to go this way, the professionalism, and if we can look to this as a sort of benchmark, then I think there's a bright future for chess. So,
well, we appreciate those words.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't even been paid to say that. So, feel free to offer me a drink later. Guys.
Dude, you're gonna be.
I want to say
you're gonna be buying me.
I'll buy you. I just want to say a big thank you as well to Yasser and Jen, who, not just this event, the past few events, just been fantastic in the front, and you, Maurice, and just the whole crew. It's just been.
You're smooth Brit all the time.
What can I say? At least we got that. We got bad weather and various other bad things, but it's great to be here.
Well, International Master Lawrence Trent,
thank you.
Always a gentleman. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, he's smooth. They bring James Bond. We got him right here. Yeah.